Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I have a UU battle here. And you can see my team. You know, Mienshao, Meloetta, Sharpedo, Gligar, a Rotom Cut, and then a Registeel. Actually, Registeel's really not supposed to be there. In all honesty, he's supposed to belong to another team, which I was originally going to use. And then I was like, nah, let's use his other team before I managed to walk into battle with Mega D-Pal right here. And as you can see, he has some pretty offensive stuff, a Bronzong, and then that annoying I don't remember if it's like called Slow Growth or Tankeen Core, but yeah, that annoying Tangrowth and Slowking Core that plagues RU. And unfortunately, right now, UU apparently. So, right here, I'm just gonna go for the Stone Edge, not even trying to predict anything, just kind of like, whatever, let's go for Stone Edge, and unfortunately he does manage to predict a smidgen, and basically switch into Bronzong as I Stone Edged and did nothing. I'm gonna bring in my Meloetta, because I don't really think that this Bronzong is that offensive, but he does have Gyro Ball, which unfortunately, you know, Bronzongs tend to carry. And because I am a Meloetta and a smidgen fast with a weak defense, that is going to take out my substitute. So I go for the Thunderbolt here because I really want to see what the Gyro Ball will do. Other than that, and unfortunately this is going to power up his Gyro Balls now. But fortunately for me, I get the Parahax. So now I am going to go for the substitute here, hoping I'll get the Parahax again. Unfortunately I don't, and he gets 2 Gyro Ball, which is not fun. At all. Indeed. I don't like it. My poor Meloetta. Meloetta is supposed to be the star of this team because it can just sub, Calm Mind, become incredibly bulky, and just, hit really, really hard. And unfortunately, I managed to get behind the substitute, because that's what I'm trying to do. Because, you know, substitute block status and all that, and I don't know if he has Toxic or anything, and if he does, I really don't want to take a Toxic. Because that'd be really, 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 really bad. Unfortunately, he breaks through the, he manages to break through the paralysis the second time, but that's okay, because I got one Calm Mind up now. And I figure I should be able to do some pretty decent damage, so here, let's go for one Thunderbolt, right? Okay. That does pretty decent damage. It looks like he'll die in the next turn regardless, and I get lucky with the Parahax, so maybe Hax is going to manage to help me out this game and basically make up for the fact that I brought the wrong Pokemon. So, I also get a crit, and that's going to be Bronzong down, which is good, because I mean, I understand why Bronzong dropped to UU, but it's honestly far too bulky for it. Like, seriously. There's something with that many immunities, and I know there's tons of fire types in UU, but, I mean, really, fire usage has kind of gone down a little bit in UU, except maybe Victini, because Victini's amazing, and I meant to have him on this team, but of course, yeah, know what I did. So, he goes for U-turn. I surprisingly somehow survive. I'm not really sure how. But it's kind of cool. And then he's going to go for a Scout, and I'm going to live thanks to that +1 Calm Mind. This Meloetta just doesn't want to die. This Meloetta wants to accomplish things for me. So here I go for the Thunderbolt, and that's going to basically take out the Slowking. Goodbye, Slowking. Goodbye. You are the weakest link. So now, Victini's going to come in and go for the U-turn, and obviously, you know, I'm going to lose Meloetta because at that point in health, I'm not going to survive a U-turn. Let's just face the facts there. It's not going to happen. So now I bring in Mienshao on the Crobat, and he's going to switch out thinking I'm going to Stone Edge, which I highly considered him over-predicting and staying in. But then I was like, we'll go for the U-turn, and whatever he does, I can, you know, bring in something like Registeel to take a hit. So, Registeel right now is attempting to be Death Fodder, and because I don't believe I have defensive investment, or even if I do, like, Registeel just took that high jump kick really poorly, even if I do, which I think I actually have special defensive investment, in all honesty. And I managed to take a hit somehow. So I managed to paralyze him and then go for the Stealth Rock, so his Scarfed Mienshao is no longer Scarfed, which is fantastic. So now I can bring in my Mienshao and just proceed to finish him off with an Aerial Ace, like so. And then basically, that's pretty much the end of Mienshao. Is one of his heavy hitters. Unfortunately, he still has this freaking Crobat, which I do not appreciate. So right here, I switch into my Rotom C as he goes for the Brave Bird. So this Crobat is going to hit pretty hard. I don't like it. I think he's probably Choice Banded Crobat, because that did a lot of damage. That did tons of damage. So I'm thinking he's probably a Choice Banded Crobat, and I really don't appreciate that because he's hitting far too hard, and I don't like it. So right here, I'm going to bring a Torpedo and attempt to threaten him out, or at least outspeed him and kill him. Fortunately, hopefully, but unfortunately, you know, he is not a Choice Banded Crobat. In fact, it turns out later that he's bulky. No one runs a bulky Crobat, but I guess it does indeed work because Crobat has decent defenses for UU. Fortunately for me, I get a crit, which, you know, is going along the whole thing. Maybe Hacks is going to pay off for me raiding the wrong Pokemon. Well, I guess we'll see, but yeah, now there's this annoying Tangrowth right here. And I probably should have just stayed in, protected, gone for the Crunch or something like that, because, really, Brandon Gligar, and, oh, wait, this is the shining moment of the battle. I find out my Gligar doesn't have Toxic. It has Taunt. Why would I ever have a Gligar with Taunt? I don't know, but apparently this time I do. Well, that has now changed, by the way. I decided, Gligar is really not going to taunt anything, and even if it does, like, the admitted usefulness of Taunt is just not that great. So I'm all, yeah, let's get rid of Taunt. Because Toxic would have really helped there, because it would have started slowly weakening this Tangrowth, which is what I needed. So I go for the Crunch, and I get a defense drop. Fantastic. I have nothing to touch with Tangrowth since I was, you know, lovely, and forgot to bring the Victini, and for whatever reason it hits all its Sleep Powders. I don't know why, it just is, hitting all its Sleep Powders. So, this is fantastic. I enjoy when things like, with 75% accuracy, always hit for the enemy, and never hit for me. But that's okay, because, you know, I have Nyx Curse, he got a little bit of Nyx Curse, and the Hacks is, like, piling up against him, so I guess this kind of makes sense. So unfortunately for here, I have to lock myself into some type of move, and I figure High Jump Kick is probably the best move because it is going to hit with the most power. And he finally misses, which is great and all. But unfortunately, he has Victini, who, because it's a Victini and has base 100 stats, it's bulky enough to take this High Jump Kick as well as it did, as you can see. So that's disappointing, because, you know, Victini's just going to finish it off with a nice little V-Create. And, unfortunately, that is going to be the game, I believe, because I don't think I have anything else. Yeah, I don't have anything else, so that's the game. So, yeah, pay attention when you're going to battle, because it may end up costing you if you bring the wrong Pokemon, just so you know. Of course, I also didn't predict that anyone would bring Tangrowth and Slowking and UU. I don't actually... Tangrowth might be UU again. I know it was UU and then it dropped to RU, but it might have bumped back up again. But anyway, that's pretty much going to be the match. Hope you guys enjoyed. Check out the links in my description. I think I might actually have to update them because some of them are probably outdated links. But that's pretty much all. Hope you guys enjoy, and we will see you later. Goodbye.